Yoski Woski, Marva Maniac, she Pusher Man Chan here, Cell 28, and I'm off to a late start today because I actually got me some sleep and it feels amazing. Like, wow, that's incredible. What a good night's sleep can really do for the body and the mind. But speaking of mind, no pun intended with the name of the show, but something that's been on my mind is I've been seeing Game has been active lately. Like the rapper, the Game, he's been active as fuck lately. And I think it's dope because a lot of people sleep on the Game or actually forgot about him. Like for real, for real. Game is not only a lyrical monster, like he came out the gate with his first album selling 5 million. And I think he had like 4 or 5 like straight albums that went number one. Like from documentary all the way to Jesus Piece. Like people really forgot about Game. For real. And it's wild because back in like October I just randomly just started listening to his shit. Like all his shit. And all of a sudden now he just pops up like this. And he started like popping up like slowly. Like he popped up on Russ's album. He popped up somewhere else. And then he get linked up with Ye and Hit Boy. And now he's coming out with an album called Drillmatic. And he's got apparently everybody on this motherfucker. But I remember when Game first came out, like the documentary, I used to ride on my bike around Lebanon with a CD player in one hand and trying to hold the handlebars with the other hand. And I would just listen to that shit on repeat as I just rode through town and shit. God help me if a dog got behind me. Like, have y'all ever tried to outrun a dog on a bike holding a CD player? That shit's not easy, dog. No pun intended again, but I think it's why my fucking core is so strong because, dog, that shit was incredible looking back at that shit now. Especially like when it was a German Shepherd or a Lab got behind me, like riding like that, holding still and pedaling. That shit's crazy. Like it really, really is. But, but nah, like Game, he's, man, people really forgot about him. Like he put the West Coast on his back by himself and just took the fuck off and never looked back. But and it's ironic though because around that same time T.I. was out or came out too, and he's been saying he's been trying to do a Verzuz with somebody, and I've been saying this since last year, like early last year, that or whenever he started like saying that whoever he wanted to battle, that Game and T.I. should do a Verzuz with each other. These are two crazy light-skinned niggas that are lyrical monsters. And I think these two are the perfect match for each other. Like, for real, for real. Both of them came out around the same time. Both of them had both of their regions on lock and the world at the same time. And they were just unstoppable. Like, for real. For real, for real. But T.I. in the Game, I think it's a fair fight. Hopefully nobody gets hurt making that moment, but but the early 2000s though, like the more I really think about it, like that's another time in hip hop that was really slept on in my opinion. Like the early 2000s was incredible. Like after the East Coast West Coast beef, after Biggie got killed in '97, it was like that little period in time that was like iffy for real. And around, I mean, don't get it like twisted, like at that time, that's when Jay-Z took off, that's when Eminem took off, that's when DMX took off. But at early 2000, that was an incredible time to be alive. That time, that's when State Property, Rockefeller, fucking, Disturbing the Peace was taking off. Everybody down in the South. Aftermath was taking off. Like everybody, oh my god, that was an incredible time. Like Game had the West on lock. The South was ran by T.I. and Jeezy. The East Coast, like love him or hate him, 50 Cent had the East Coast on lock in the early 2000s. I don't care what nobody says. It's not even fucking debatable. Like, even though Jay-Z was at his height, even though Dipset now was taking off, like, nobody fucked the world up like 50. Nobody. Love him or hate him. I don't care what you say. It's not even debatable. 50 had the East on lock. I had the whole fucking world, actually. And then the Midwest, Kanye. The early 2000s, Kanye was on another level that niggas could not fuck with in the early 2000s, for real. All the way through the 2000s, actually. Yeah, 2010s was his overall. Because 50 kind of started going down. Kanye, he never stopped. But like, it was the West Coast game. Down south was T.I. and Jeezy. East Coast was 50. Midwest was Kanye. That was an incredible time to be alive for music. It really, really was. Wow. And that's around the first time I got my iPod, too. My very first iPod. I remember Mama bought it. It was a white one on the front, and it was silver and metal on the back. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it might have been like 1 gig. I think. Maybe. I'm not really for sure or not, but it was so fucking small, just to show you how long ago it was. I was like 17, like going my junior year, I think, going into my senior year. It might have been my junior year. One of the two, but it was forever and a day ago, just to show you where we came from. Now I'm recording on a modern day iPod, which is a fucking computer now. But just to show you where technology is nowadays, that's wild. Like, welcome back to the future. I didn't even know I put this on today. But yeah, like T.I. versus Game for Verzuz, yeah, I think that's a fair fight. But hopefully, I don't know. I'm just throwing it to the universe. Like I said, I woke up and just started saying this shit. I'm off to a late start. Now I gotta go do some yoga and get my fucking wig split. I don't know. I got shit to do today, but whew. I don't know. It's Marvin Maniac. Push Man Chan. Fuck when we done.